Well, good midday to you. Our prayer is that God is blessing you tremendously, even as we speak, that He is providing for you abundantly, above and beyond all you could ask or think. We know we've been gone for a week, but everybody need a break. And so Lady Harrison and I took that break, and now we're back in the saddle again. We are rolling like crazy. Good midday, Sandra. How you doing? Hope you're feeling well. Hope all is going well with you and your family. It is our prayer, okay, that the power of our God is resting upon you mightily, mightily. Sharon, bless you. Good midday to you, Linda, Minister Sarah. Bless the Lord for you. Thank you so much for being here and being with us on this wonderful day. Nancy, good midday to you. Debbie, Minister Faye, bless y'all, sweet potato souls, for being here with us on this great midday. And so we are thankful to God for you, one and the all, for being a part of this moment of challenge and learning and experiencing God in ways like you have never done before. And so for that, we bless his holy name. Victor, Trinette, good midday to you. Kim, good midday. So we are thankful, we are grateful, we are overwhelmed with gratitude because God is just that good to each and every one of us. Kathy, thank you for being here. Thank you for being with us. Thank you for being a part of this moment of sharing one with the other. Jaleesa, good midday to you. Thank you so much. Yeah, get your notebook. Had a week to just chill. So now it's time to get busy and get back to work again. Please share, please share, please share. As Nancy has done, please share. Carletta, LMA, good midday to you, one and all. Thank you again so much for being here with us. Christine, bless the Lord for you. Glad that you are here with us. Glad that all is well, or as well as it is. Um, we are thankful to God for you, one and all. Please share, please share, please share, please share, please share. That would be wonderful if you would do so. That would be absolutely fabulous. So we're going to begin in a couple of minutes. We're going to see where we go and how we get there. And I'm looking so forward to engaging you. Denise, bless you. Good midday to you. And grateful to God for that. And so, worship yesterday was just absolutely unbelievable. Sheila, bless you, dear. Thank you for being here with us. The Lord just has a way of doing things when we release into the atmosphere. Oh, 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 good midday to you, Cora. In case y'all didn't know it, yesterday was Anthony's birthday. So I'm just glad to see that Cora is able to be on here with us today. You knew I was going to mess with you. That's right. Share, 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 share. Okay. That is so important that you do so. That would be absolutely wonderful. Wonderbar that you can be a part of this learning experience. Well, I do have a question. I do. I do have a question. I have a question. I think it's relevant. I think it's pertinent. I think it's something that every human being wrestles with. Barbara, bless you for being here with us on this. I really do. I really do think it's something that we all wrestle with. It's something that we all, well, maybe not all of us, struggle with. And it's something that we've watched people fail in, as well as people succeed. It takes a certain mindset in order for us to be able to wrap our minds around what I'm getting ready to talk about, because my question to you is, do you really know what success is? Do you really know what greatness is? Oh, okay. I'm definitely going to do that. Now, that's funny, Cora. Okay. Ah, that I love it. Y'all got him good, huh? Do you really know what's do you do you really know what it takes? Oh, this is getting on my nerves. This keeps popping up on here. Do you really know what it takes to be powerful? Do you really know what it takes? Elder James, bless you for being here. Do you really know what it takes to be great, to succeed? Good midday to you. Good midday to you, Thea. Do you really know? Do you do you really know? Because greatness or success usually comes through shisty, bloodthirsty assassinations of people's character, or even the. I watched something last night because I could barely see. Last night I was so tired because we had so many flights delays. We were supposed to have been home at 5 something. We didn't get home until 10:30 that night, and then was checking up on the baby and the granddaughter and all that stuff, and I just needed to finish up a couple of things, so I didn't get to bed before 1 a.m. and was up at 6 because I knew we were going to be outside. And you sit back and you wonder what goes through people's minds when it comes in. So I was watching this documentary about Budweiser and Miller. And so, yeah, beer. It was talking about the things that made America great and all of that. And so the need for power. Thank you, James, for letting us know that all is well and everything is up and running properly. Thank you so much. Appreciate our media ministry for all that it does. And so the Philip Morris took this guy and they took over the company that became Miller. And Budweiser, which was a family-run organization, Jemison, bless you, because the father was so set in his ways, the son decided that behind his back, he went to board members and actually cut the throat of his own father for the sake of success. And the sad part about it was he was successful in what he was doing. He was successful because he was able to create a new brand where Miller had already done it. And so the competition was just fierce because at that particular time, cigarette commercials were banned from television. And so Miller, the people who bought Miller, had all this money. So they, sports industry and ESPN was just in its infancy. And they did all of these things. And it was an amazing thing to see. Hey, Lavonda, how are you? It was an amazing thing to see the level of shrewd ruthlessness that actually took place in order to be great, in order to succeed, in order to be powerful. It was an amazing thing. And when I watched this stuff because it shows you just how cutthroat and diabolical people can become in order to be successful or in order to be great, because the guy that came from Philip Morris did this with Miller because he didn't want to be the head of Miller. He wanted to be the head of Philip Morris. But in order for him to get that CEO position, he had to make a success out of a company that created beer, of which they knew absolutely nothing about, but he had the ingenuity to do it. So you had someone on one side that was using his brain and his ingenuity to create something. You had someone on the other side, which was the Bud side, which was the family-owned business, that decided to cut his own daddy's throat for the sake of the company. And the sad part about it was, in the midst of this cutthroat move against the man who created him, that's the level that some people will go to in order to succeed, in order to be great, in order to be recognized, in order to be seen. Carolyn, bless you. Good midday to you. And so we're going to kind of look at this because there's a difference in being, hey, Gladys, there's a difference in being successful in corporate America and successful in the kingdom. There's a difference between being great in secular society and being great in the kingdom. And sometimes what happens is kingdom people get corporate madness mixed up. I wish I had 3 people that understood what I just said. Rhonda, bless you. They get it mixed up. That's the reason why you have church fights and stupid stuff going on in churches, because you have people clamoring for position, clamoring for power, clamoring at a ridiculous level to do something. And many times what they want to do, they're not even qualified to do. Valerie, how are you? How you be? Tell Dad we said hello. Are y'all not, y'all really ain't catching it. I mean, think about the stupid stuff we do in church for the sake of getting our name called. Think about the dumb things and the stupid and ignorance and stuff that people will do in order to be recognized, not realizing or understanding that greatness only comes from the Lord. It comes from no place else. It will never come from any place else. All right. So this is important for us to see, to recognize, and to understand. So when we look at this, I'm in Mark chapter 9. I'm in Mark chapter 9, starting at the 33rd verse. Mark chapter 9. You want to be seen, Katrina? Bless the Lord. Mark chapter 9, verse 33. Gaither, bless you. Thank you so much for being here. The text says that when they came to Capernaum and when he was in the house, he asked them, "What is it that you were disputing among yourselves on the road?" Now, can we talk about this for just a second? Can we take like a moment to really examine this? What level of I don't want to call them stupid, but what level of ignorance is there? Sheely, bless you. Thank you for being here. What level of ignorance is there for them to be fighting over who's going to be great and think that Jesus didn't know it? I mean, if you go back just in the book of Mark, and you walk all the way up to this particular time, Jesus knows everything. And the problem, Erica, bless you. Now, the problem is they don't have the good sense to recognize that Jesus, listen, y'all ready for this? He already knew what they were going to argue about before they were even created. So now that they are walking with the Lord, now that they are there with him, they actually believe that he is so stupid that there's no way that he could possibly understand what they were doing. Can I talk about this for just a moment? Can I talk about this for just a moment? Because I need y'all to get this. And this is going to mess you up. This is going to tear you up. This is going to make you wonder. We're praying. What is it that you do that he does not know? Where is it that you have gone that he does not know? What thoughts have you had in your life that Jesus does not know? What scams and schemes and shiesty, as well as good and honorable things, have you done in your life that Jesus does not know? So while we look, is that a trick question? So when we look at these guys, it's crystal clear that in the midst of what they were doing, he calls it disputing, they were actually arguing. So 9 chances out of 10, Peter, James, and John were probably at the forefront of the arguments. Because if you remember, Christine, if you remember, those were the 3 that went up on the mountain, and Jesus transfigured himself, and Moses and Elijah was there talking with him. So can you imagine what's going on now? Because now Jesus and these 3 have come down after God rebukes Peter. Okay. It's okay. I'm gonna let you say that, Carolyn. Think about this. And so you've got the rest of the 9 that when they came down, it's kind of clear that in their minds, these 3 were better than the other 9. And so in the midst of this, they get into an argument. Now, who argues silently when they are all on the road together? And hey, Carolyn Johnson, bless your heart. Good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see ya. Now, I want us to think about this. Why does Jesus even ask the question? Why does Jesus ask the question of that which he already knows? Why does Jesus interrogate them and he already knows what they are doing? And I want you to think about this for just a moment. He asks the question to see if they have enough integrity to be truthful and honest. Y'all ain't with me. Y'all ain't with me on this. Y'all ain't with me on it. He asks a question. He said, what was y'all arguing about while we were on the road? It's not like they had vehicles. It's not like they had road noise. It's not like they had trucks. Everybody was walking, or they were on some kind of beast or whatever. So the only other noise you would hear would be those who are walking on the dusty streets of the Palestine, which would be their sandals walking across the rocks and sand. So whatever they were arguing about, Gina, bless you, whatever they were arguing about, Jesus heard it. Say, why do you ask your children the same question when you know they're going to do the same thing? Think about this. And you know what? This is why Jesus, how long am I going to be with you that you don't get it? I want you, and here's the question. And then I'm going to let you go. Here's the question. How long is it going to take before you get it? How long will you walk with the Lord and not recognize that he's never not been walking with you? Oh, nobody's got anything to say on that. You know why? We are all guilty of thinking that he don't know? Because the next verse tells it all. But they kept silent. They kept silent. Why? Because what they were arguing for did not belong to them. And they knew it. Did you say ouch, Cora? Cora, was I on your toes? I think I want us to, we play him like he's deaf. Do you know? I'm going to go there. Do you know he's sitting right there when you drinking? Do you know he's sitting right there when you getting high? Do you know he's sitting right there when you doing other stuff? He knows when you're creeping. He knows this. He's there. He doesn't turn his back on it. He's right there. And how many of us? 1 John 1:9 says, if you confess your sins, he's faithful and just to forgive you and to cleanse you from all unrighteousness. Confess, to say as God, to agree with God, or to say as God says. Why do I need to agree with God that what God says sin is sin? Y'all not hearing me. Hey, Minister Rhonda, y'all not hearing me. The reason there needs to be an agreement with God that it is sin is because we will justify sin. Look at what takes place in this text. He asked what y'all argued about on the road, and they kept silent. There's not one act of good, bad, that has not gone unnoticed. Well, I got to go. When I come back tomorrow, we're going to delve down into this just a little bit more, because this issue of greatness has to be dealt with, because it's literally destroying the body of Christ, because we've got too many people who want to be seen and recognized and show off and all that other kind of stuff, forgetting that it has never been about us anyway. Listen, y'all have a fantastic day in the Lord. If you have to go out, please be careful. It's going to be hot. And as the week goes by, tell your grandson I said hello, Nancy. As the week goes by, yeah, you'll need to replay this one, Minister. As the week goes by, it's going to get into the 90s. I'm glad y'all gonna burn up just like I did in Orlando, Florida last week, because it got up between 100 and 104. I love y'all. I love y'all with the love of Jesus Christ. Okay. Missed y'all. Glad to be see. Erica done put the sun out there. Missed y'all. Glad to be back. Let's see what God has to say on tomorrow. May God bless you. May he keep you, is our prayer.